Hello, Heralds, and welcome to the Harbinger. I am your host, PVZ, the Harbinger, here today to talk about the Kingsman Marvel Rivals situation. Oh, but PV, you don't like Marvel Rivals. Why are you talking about drama when it's a game that you don't like? Well, personification of the viewers, I think that I am the best judge of this situation, considering I don't have any biases towards any of these streamers or even the game itself. You stupid little read.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you so mean to me? Anyways, if you're not an online degenerate like me and you don't know what this Kingsman drama is, uh, basically, there was a tournament to celebrate the release of the newest Marvel Rival champion, Deadpool. Uh, the tournament consisted of 8 teams of streamers and content creators and had a prize of $40,000. One of the teams consisted of Kingsman, Zaza, CC, and a few other players, but they're not really that relevant. This team was basically practicing for the tournament in scrimmage games, and Kingsman was constantly suggesting that other players should switch characters to form a better comp. What the fuck was that? To form a better comp. He suggested that one of the players, Zaza, should switch off Black Widow, because Black Widow wasn't a very good choice for the comp that they were doing. CC, the team leader, told the host of the tournament that Kingsman was bullying the other team members, and so the host kicked him out of the tournament. There's an entire VOD of the bullying that Kingsman gave, so if you're interested in that, I'll put it in the description. I watched most of it. I couldn't finish. I didn't finish all of it, but I got the gist. There are a few clips out there of him talking and them being whiny and all that other stuff, but the main clip is this one.
He dies. Okay, guys. Haste and point proven right now. Do you understand?
No, it's not.
You've been making
Yes,
me play
it
shit.
is!
Of course I'm gonna
How
play.
do you not
Wait,
see the
wait,
problem right now?
Wait, first of all, it's
that ass Kingsman, like, shut the fuck up.
Okay,
of
bro.
all,
You're doing too much.
Lucy's not even on Invis. Second of all, you're getting value because
No. She shouldn't be
Yes,
dead.
yes.
I'm
you're
getting
only
value
able to
because I'm
rekill them because
1v6ing.
Hulk isn't peeling for you, bro. Yes, Zaza is 0-5, but we won the point, bro. Why? Because they were hard. Like, 4 people are dying here. That means 4 of their util, 4 of their resources are all spent on Zaza.
So you just wave those jack
And the
hands of
supports.
yours around, didn't ya?
And according to my sources, aka a Moist Critical video, this clip is where Kingsman gets the most frustrated and yells the loudest. As you heard in the clip, it's actually pretty tame, and you can tell that he isn't actually yelling out of malice, but instead out of just frustration, because, you know, his teammate's going 0-5 and refusing to do anything about it. After he repeatedly tells them to do something about it, repeatedly suggests information, repeatedly tells them how things are going to work, and they just ignore him and just whine and bitch and complain. What Kingsman is doing, it isn't bullying at all. And anyone who thinks it's bullying is literally just trying to play the victim. They know that they're in the wrong here, so they're just trying to play a victim. And I've seen a lot of people talk about the situation, but me personally, I think not switching is an ego thing. They have such a big ego that they don't want to look smaller for switching characters. They don't want to seem like they're bad at the game because they have to switch characters. I know this because I did the same thing when I played Rivals. Of course, it isn't as bad for me because, like, I mean, it was just casual, and it was just not kind of bringing down a team. It was just me refusing to switch. Basically, I hated switching characters. I hate when someone just switches characters just to instantly counter mine. And I hate having to switch, again, because I have a massive ego. And I also know when to put my ego aside to win the match. These creators just expect to have their ego stroked again and again. And when it doesn't, they're just gonna get mad at it. Kingsman literally did nothing wrong. All he did was communicate with his teammates, which is literally the most important thing in a game like this. Whichever team has better communication is going to win the game. Skill plays a part, but ultimately is trumped by communication. So Kingsman is literally just communicating to his team how things should go, how things should play. He's being smart. He's playing the game like you should. He isn't just, oh, we're gonna play this character and win the game. It's like it's incredibly stupid how he's being treated like he's an idiot. He's being treated like garbage when he's literally telling people how to do things and what they should do. And it's just so annoying to see him be crapped on in the recordings, or in the stream rather, uh, by these people when he's giving information that's correct. He's doing the right thing, the smart thing. Something that's like a little bit annoying to me is that people are saying like Zaza isn't really at huge fault because all she really did was not switch off Widow. But I mean, I disagree. Throughout the stream, Kingsman and one other teammate constantly mention that they need to change the team comp, coming up with actual reasons and actual strategies, and coming up with actual probabilities and like how the fights are going to go off, why it's not going to work in their favor, what's going to go wrong, what will go right. Providing actual proof. But while he's saying that, Cece and Zaza and the other member, I don't know. I can't tell. I cannot tell the voices apart. I don't know these people, so it's kind of hard to differentiate, different, differentiate, disfidopportunate, defominate, defominate. But they just keep saying that the strategy is just to be better. Like anytime he says, switch off Widow because blah blah blah, and they're like, no, we're not gonna switch, because we're just gonna be better and we're just gonna shoot him and win. Meh. It's like it's so stupid. I think Zaza is also in the wrong for arguing and just not listening to her teammates. When your teammate says a strategy and they come up with a reason for that strategy, you listen. Unless you actually know a flaw in that strategy, unless you know, oh, that strategy's not going to work because of this, actually, communicating with your teammates, providing, okay, this won't work, that might work, this might work. Like, you're not doing that. You're just saying no. And they're literally just saying no. I mean, there's literally a clip of them going, oh, good strategy. We're not listening to that. Like, it's incredibly dumb. It's so dumb and incredibly stupid how they're just, like, not listening. Which is, like, the most important thing in a team game like this. And what's even more infuriating is when Kingsman and the other guys say that just winging it is going to make them lose the game, they just respond with, no, that mentality is going to get them to lose. That's not how it works, alright? Mentality does play a part when you play a game. I know this, I have experienced this, I've seen it firsthand. I've seen my teammates in Paladins give up right when they see a good player and the player's just not even good, and there is ways to counter them and there's ways to kill them, but they just give up the minute they see it because they think they're going to lose. So mentality does play a part. But when your comp is so bad, it's not going to get you a single kill, mentality isn't the issue there. The issue is that you literally can't do anything. If I'm playing a character and they play a character that completely beats my character, it doesn't matter how much I think I can win. It doesn't matter how much I believe in myself. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. My mentality. It matters if they can counter me. It matters the character I'm playing. It's just incredibly dumb how they just don't listen at all. Also, I heard that Zaza's boyfriend posted some kind of Google Doc. I was unable to find it. I looked. I just don't know where it happened to it or where it is. I think it might have got deleted, but I don't know. From my understanding, he just was white knighting his girlfriend, posting a lot of out of context clips and such, which is really just a big move. Watching the stream highlight that Kingsman posted and listening to the girls talk to Kingsman, it's just so condescending. They're literally just saying, "You're making Zaza sad." Literally trying to manipulate him into feeling bad about himself. All he's asking is for her to switch characters. It's not even that hard to do. He's even trying to compensate by saying she can play this character until it looks like they're gonna lose, and then she can switch to something that actually is gonna work. It's just so infuriating to see him be spoken to in such a condescending manner. They're just talking to him down so much. They're just being whiny little bitches the entire time, and it's just so annoying when he's saying something that is extremely reasonable and extremely like dumb to get mad at. Like, if you're playing Marvel Rivals, if you're playing a hero shooter at all, you should learn every single character. And for something like League of Legends, where there's like 200 characters, okay, maybe you don't have to. But for Marvel Rivals, for Paladins, for Overwatch, you should know how to play every single character. I know how to play every character in Paladins. Am I the best at any character? No. But can I at least play every character? Yes. I mean, I literally have a series where I'm playing every single character in the game. I might not do the best, but I'm still decent enough. Better, playing every single character is knowing every single character, is knowing the game. So it's extremely dumb that you just don't swap to a different character when you need to. It, I don't understand how someone can just be a one-trick pony. It's just incredibly infuriating that you just don't swap. But overall, this situation should have never happened. Even the event organizer realizes his mistakes and owned up for it. But I also saw that Zaza has responded and came up with a bunch of excuses and blah blah blah. I don't see it, honestly. You should have done it in the moment. You should have apologized in the moment. You should have realized in the moment. Coming out now is just kind of, are you doing it because you got caught? Or are you doing it because you genuinely feel like it? I don't know. I feel like you're doing it because you got caught. Also, there's a bunch of stuff that Cece says and does, and she's just so stupid. She bullied him even after the situation over and over again, and she doesn't actually really apologize. She's made posts, but it's just incredibly stupid. But honestly, overall, I think this situation was pretty good for Kingsman. According to Big Puffer, apparently they got $3,000 or something like that, just for showing up to the tournament. I don't know if Kingsman got that money or if it was just for the other people who showed up for the tournament. If he didn't, I mean, that sucks, but if he did that, that's pretty good. I also heard that he's made the money back off of donations and subs and all that stuff from Twitch and YouTube and blah 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 blah. And apart from making all the money back that he made from Twitch and stuff, the reason why I think this is better for Kingsman is at the end of the day, he wasn't 100% going to win. I mean, even if his teammates listened to him, even if nothing bad happened, no discourse, nothing, and they all did the best they could, he wasn't for sure going to win. So if he didn't win, he wouldn't have got all the money. But him not playing in the tournament, him getting kicked out, gave him all the money anyways. On top of that, it has boosted his views for YouTube, his views for Twitch. People are going to like him more. A lot more people are going to know who he is. Hell, a lot of people who don't even play Marvel Rivals know who he is now, which is just better in the long term. So over time, he's going to still be making money. He's still going to be making ad revenue. He's going to be doing pretty good. So, though the situation was bad and it shouldn't happen, I think it was better that it happened because he's going to be doing a lot better for himself compared to if he just won the tournament. Or, hell, if he lost the tournament because they weren't able to do as good as they thought they could. Whatever. One last thing. I heard a lot of people are turning this to be misogynistic and flipping the script, being like, oh, all women suck and blah 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 blah. This is an example of how women are horrible. Uh, I disagree with that, of course. Who in their right mind would agree with that? Because not all women are like that. But I do think there is a little bit of truth to it. Not with all women, but with women who act like Cece. Uh, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of hard to describe it. Like Pokimane-esque women. The women who are obviously not doing it for the love of the game and just doing it to try to make money or try to grow fame, grow their egos, stuff like that. I think all those women are bad women, but of course, not all women are like that. There's a lot of good women out there. If single guys out there, I know you exist, and I know you're watching this. Not all women are like that, obviously. But I think that's about it for this video. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, share, subscribe in that order. You have to do it in that order, or else, uh, or else next time you play a game, you're gonna get a Zaza on your team who just refuses to swap. Reap what you sow. Bye bye.